Like, if I'm going to be completely honest, I really don't think I enjoyed my freshman year as I thought I would. Like, I really underestimated how hard that was. I went straight to my dorm room and cried because, like, how am I smart and dumb at the same time? Do people actually want to talk to me? So coming to UT was just very eye-opening. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Eniola and I am going to talk about my first semester as a college student, and I'm pretty much just going to reflect on how this semester went. And guys, like, it's been a crazy couple of months, so let's just get started. Okay, so let's start August, move-in day. I was literally like so happy. I was so happy finally moving into college. I've seen tons of videos about this. Like, I was super excited, everything. Like, going to UT Austin, one of my dream schools. So yeah, it was just amazing. There was so much emotions. I was also very homesick. I was super homesick. I was super excited, meeting new people and everything. And I think, like, before even coming to UT, I felt like I did have like a group of people that I guess like I can call friends, and really people that I feel like I can talk to, and okay, like, I'm not going here alone, you know? So yeah, I also had that, which I was super happy about that. And yeah, I think that one, going to orientation totally helped. So if you're a student, you're thinking about going to summer orientation, do it, because literally I've met some of my best friends there. So yeah, aside from orientation and everything, I just feel like August was pretty much like the best 2 weeks of college in my life. Well, I've only been to college once, so yeah, like the first 2 weeks was literally the best time that I've had. And that's because, you know, there were football games, there was like school hasn't really started yet. It's like syllabus week, so we were just like doing whatever, meeting new people, going out randomly at night, and it was fun. Like I actually enjoyed my time and everything. So that was like lots of fun. And I think it really gave me a chance to figure out like who I want to surround myself with and who I really want to be connected with. And like that kind of opened my eyes in a way that, like, you know, coming from like a small high school, you know, like I wouldn't really find people that had the same interests as me, find people that also think like me and stuff like that. So finding that in college was really helpful, and I think it really just gave me a chance to be myself. Next, September, I'm also gonna like leave this video uncut because I feel like it really shows how genuine and truthful I am about college. Because I'm not gonna lie, like some people, they're not telling the truth when they say like college is all like smiles and rainbows, but whatever. Not sophomore, September was also super fun. Really didn't feel like college. It still didn't really feel like college. It felt like, oh, I'm just like on a summer like school trip or something. So really fun. Went to football games. In September I went to all the football games. I really wasn't like struggling in school or anything. And before anyone said, like, I'm an economics major, so not saying that like economics isn't hard or anything, but like I think that also like showed that I could really study and have fun at the same time. I was really finding that balance for me, like socially, and just finding out where, okay, so like I can do my work at this time, I can have fun at this time and everything, you know? So I think I also mentioned in a previous video that I did end up going to the mental health and awareness. I forget what the building's name is, but the mental health center, because to tell you the truth, I didn't have any friends. Like I had, you know, like when you first meet people, like you're there and then you're like hanging out with them and everything. Like, yes, like those are my friends, but I really didn't have people that I can genuinely talk to and like really like connect. Like it didn't feel like weird after talking to them, you know? So I felt like I really didn't have like friends. But this was like in October. I'm kind of like jumping around the months, but Let me stay in September before I talk about that. So in September, pretty much everything was good. Um, I think the only thing that I had a problem with was my calculus class because just letting you know, like, people say things aren't hard, but once you actually get to understand it, it becomes hard. Like my first calculus test, I failed it. I'm being totally honest. I failed my first calculus test and it wasn't even that like I wasn't studying. It was just that I don't think I understood it the way that the professor was teaching it. And I think I really underestimated how hard that calculus course was because I was taking an engineering calculus because at the time I wanted to switch to a mechanical engineering major and yeah, there's a whole story about that, but I really wanted to do mechanical engineering and this was just because in high school I was an engineering student. I was in the engineering program and in college I was like, you know what? Can't be that hard. I've already done this for a couple years in high school. So I really wanted to switch to engineering. So I was in a math course designated for engineering and science students. So that's the one I was in. So it was fast paced. We were learning calculus 1 and 2 at the same time. And like I really underestimated how hard that was. And like I was just like confused. And I had a group of friends like also in the same boat as me, we didn't get the major that we really wanted, but we want to switch into engineering. And that really just showed me that okay, like you're not alone, there's always going to be people struggling, there's always going to be people who are in the same boat as you. So when I realized that, it kind of like made me feel aware that like okay, so it's not just me, we all want to get what we want. So when I failed that first test, I cried. I went straight to my dorm room and cried because when the professor has like the paper, I don't have a piece of paper, but I have a sticky note, and like he looks at it and then he hands it to you like down. I already knew something was up because I struggled in that test and I failed it. I'm being completely honest. I failed it. And someone else that I knew also failed it. So I was like, okay, good. It's not just me, because I feel like we always feel like it's just us in that situation. But no, it's not just me. So then I was like, okay, you know what? Next test, we got it. We are not failing. We're going to study until midnight. We're going to pull all-nighters 3 days straight, and we're going to study. And that's exactly what we did. We studied, and we were stuck in the engineering building studying because, we wanted to be engineering students and everything. So we were literally studying there till like 3 in the morning, and it was crazy. I was studying so hard for that calculus test. The test was the day after, so I went into there walking confident, like, yeah, I studied and all, so I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to ace this test. So I took the test and I was like, okay, yeah, it's going good, going good. Then I flipped to the word problems and I'm like, I don't know a single thing on this paper. And I just like flaked out and I didn't know what I was doing. So that next test, I didn't even see what I got on the test because I knew that I did not get the grade I wanted because those last like couple of questions are worth higher points and I just knew that like okay, like this isn't gonna go my way. So then boom, talked to my advisor. I told her that okay, I'm gonna fail this course if I fail another test in this class, and she gave me my options, and she told me that I can take pre-calculus for half of a semester. And at first I was very embarrassed because I already took pre-calculus my junior year in high school. I already took AP calculus my senior year in high school, and I'm in this new college taking pre-calculus again, and I was so embarrassed. Like I think I cried about it because I'm just like, okay, like how am I smart and dumb at the same time? Okay, hey everyone, it's Eniola editing the video right now. I have the same thing on, like I'm literally editing it right now. Anyways, I just want to preface by saying that in this calculus course, like we couldn't use calculators, which is crazy to me. Because in all of calculus in high school, we could use calculators. Like we use calculators all the time. So when I found that we couldn't use calculators, like that like literally Like, it was crazy to me. So yeah, I think that's also another reason why I failed that test because I was relying on a calculator and now we can't use calculators. But anyways, let's just keep on watching. Like I was like so confused. But like one thing that I learned is that I need to let go of my pride, you know? Like there's going to be times where I fail. There's going to be times where I just simply don't get it. And like we all learn differently and I knew that like okay, like I simply just don't understand this and I need help. Like I feel like that's the hardest thing about like my first semester, just saying that I need help because I'm not like I usually if you know me, I don't like asking for help at all. Like I always think that like okay, I can do this myself. Like when it comes to anything, I hate asking for help. But asking for help was the first step to really knowing how I work and how I function in different situations. I sound so philosophical, but yeah, like I just feel like yeah. Wait, what was I even saying? Anyways, it's late at night, but I just felt like recording this. So yeah, I just felt like yeah, I do need help. So I retook pre-calculus, and in that class, the problem was it was a night class from 7 to 10 on Mondays, and I think I had more fun in that class than my calculus class. I don't care if I have to retake the class, if none of that. The professor was literally the nicest professor I've had all semester. And like she is so nice. She made it feel like, you know what, like there's nothing wrong. And there was like 100 students in that class. So it's not like I'm the only one, you know? So that's how September went. Really rough month. But October with the whole like mental health, like I went to the mental health facility. I also recorded a video about this earlier, so I'll see if I can leave it in the comments so you guys can watch it. It was rough. October was really rough because I felt like I didn't have any friends. Like that's when it hit me like okay, like I have people like we meet every now and then, but like it's not actual friends. We just like see each other like hey. So that's like I was like sad. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like why do I not have any friends?" And like I didn't know cliques were a big thing at my school until I realized that I wasn't in one. And like everybody here is in a sorority, everybody here is in a spirit group. So if you're not in one, it feels like you're missing out or it feels like you're not really experiencing college, like partying and like literally everything. Like it feels like you're not experiencing that unless you have that friend group. So that's why I felt like October was rough. It was also my birthday month. Like I don't know why October is always just like a rough month for me. And I think like just not having friends was really rough because you see people going out, you see people having fun, and whenever you're the only one reaching out to people like, "Oh, you want to do this?" and they're like always saying they're busy and stuff. It makes me feel like do people actually want to talk to me? You know? So like that's the main thing that I had a problem with like overall in my fall semester of college. Friends, social life, that was harder. That was harder than all the schoolwork that I had, you know? So, yeah, because everybody's in a spirit group. Everybody's in a sorority. If you're not in one of those, like you're gonna feel left out. I'm not even gonna lie. So, yeah, like and it's not even that I didn't want to join one. I just don't want to pay like y'all already know I'm a cheap person. I don't want to pay for anything and I just yeah, like that's the big thing. November was cool, I guess. Like it just felt like the same thing over and over again, like struggling with something and then not knowing what to do, then crying about it and like everything. Like that's how it went. But I think once I went to my career counselor, shout out to Rebecca. She's literally the best. Like literally my career counselor changed how I thought about college, like how I thought about college. And it's not even like about my career because like I also had people questioning me like, "Oh, what are you going to do with your major and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Honestly, I don't know." And there's nothing wrong with that. People will always ask you like, "What do you want to do?" And I never really knew what I wanted to do. Like if you guys have been on my channel for the past couple of years, my junior year in high school, I wanted to be a dentist. Like I wanted to be a dentist cleaning people's teeth, and now like I'm just like, why would I ever want to do that? You know? And then I wanted to be a biomedical engineer, and then I wanted to be a mechanical engineer, and now I'm in economics, and now I kind of sort of know what I want to do. And it's just a lot because people expect you to be a certain way. People expect you to have this set goal for yourself to do for your career, and you might not know that, and there's really nothing wrong about that. So, yeah. Yeah, college is rough. And like partying and all of that, like that's not even like the biggest thing about college. I know that like people are like going to college and partying and stuff like that. Like partying's fun. Like I'm not even gonna lie, partying is fun. But I felt like the whole social aspect of college was literally the hardest part of like all of it, you know? And I just felt like I really did not enjoy my time here. Like ending the semester, like I really did not enjoy my time, and I felt like I didn't really experience what I wanted, you know? Like school, yeah, like schoolwork, all of that. But I really didn't feel like I was surrounded by people that I was comfortable with. And I know like growing up I was always picky about like friends because, you know, like sometimes I can't trust them and sometimes like there's drama and stuff like that, but whatever. I just felt like I wasn't really comfortable and like everybody already had their group of people. Whatever, like all those people on YouTube that say like, "Oh, everybody's in the same boat, nobody has friends." They're lying. All of them are lying. Like people already have friends. People already have people from high school. People already have like connections and everything. So like everybody is not in the same boat for like the social aspect of college. Let's get that straight. And yeah, like I don't know, I just feel like it's different. And I feel like making friends in general is just it's harder now because there's so many other things you have to think about. And yeah. And I think some other aspects that kind of challenged me is going to a PWI. Okay, coming from high school, my high school was not a PWI at all. There was no white people. Like, I'm gonna be honest, there was like no white people at my high school. So coming to UT was just very eye-opening. Let's just say that. I was the only, I think in my TA section for art, I was the only black person. And I feel like that was also like another reason why I had trouble making friends. And yeah, I think I've like become more mature because, you know, there's always gonna be something like, oh, why I can't do this, why I can't do that. We can't, like, let's stop making excuses for ourselves, you know? Like, stop saying like, oh, I can't do this because blah blah blah. Oh, I can't do that. Like, no. Why are you already setting yourself back? You know? And I just remembered something else that really helped me this school year, that really just made me feel like I wasn't always alone, because I felt like I was alone like the beginning of the year and everything. I went to church, found my church group, and really connected with people at my church. Now, my church in Houston, I feel like it's not really the same because it's a Nigerian church, so and like the age gap, like it's a big age gap between like me and other people. So I felt like I really couldn't connect with them in the same way that I connect with God and everything in my religion. And I felt like the people at my church, like here in Houston, they only went to church like just because their parents, like stuff like that. Like if you know, you know. But here, like I found my church, I found people that I connect with, and like these are students that are actively going to church. Their parents aren't telling them, "Oh, go to church," you know? So, whenever I found those people, I really felt like there's people that are just like me, like no matter how weird it is that I'm going to church as a student or like blah blah blah, like that, like that's like the best thing that I found. And I'm so glad that like God led me to people that really understood what it's like to be a Christian and how to find people. That's the key thing that I like am so glad that I found, you know? I need some tea. I've been talking too much. But yeah, I think, dang, 18 minutes? But yeah, like my first semester of college, it wasn't that bad. It was just very interesting. You know, like meeting new people, seeing how I work with other people and everything. So yeah, I don't know if I want to end it here, but yeah. Whenever anyone, if anyone, yeah, this is when I need to end it, when I start rambling. If anyone else is a freshman in college, want to leave down their experience and everything, just let me know. And yeah, that was college for me. First semester done. So we'll see how the next semester goes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all later. Bye.